very much, Olympia. Is Akia here? No. No, okay. And then I have our final deputant, Dr. Darryl. Darryl, you're awarded up to 5, but we have 6 minutes before we get out of here. So if you can be very brief, we can deal with this item.
I will as best as I can. Thank you.
Very much.
I'm a rookie at this. Thanks for listening to me. Just good. I want to be as quick as possible, but just to introduce myself, I am an emergency physician trained in Michigan. I'm also a recovering drug addict from fentanyl, and it's obvious from the picture on the screen there of before and afters what fentanyl can do. I just want to talk about very quickly a couple things that in healthcare, there's a lot of problems there as well. This overdose action plan is an excellent step forward. It's the beginning of a very important step that we all need to approach this. Regardless of whether it has imperfections or not, we need to get going on this. People are dying. We're talking about overdoses, but that's only a part of the problem. I mean, it is destructive. Let's talk about other things. You know, this is a much bigger problem going on here than just overdose. The destruction, things like, for example, loss of weight, loss of my career. My own career as an emergency physician was ended in November of 2014. My wife moved out to New Brunswick with our kids. We are now divorced. My career is in shatters. I was arrested. I was in jail for 3 weeks. I've had 2 years under my belt now, and I finally have a clear head. It took 2 years to get over this. So talk about destruction. That's just for me personally, but what I put my family and my friends through as well. Many losses. I also want to say that the young lady who just spoke, that says a lot about how important this is. That there is a lot of, it's dramatic, and it's a very touchy subject for me too. I also want to point out that I lost my mother to an unintentional fentanyl overdose. So it has been one lesson after the other for me, and I just wanted to introduce myself as well and say I'm here to stay. I hope to come back. I also have legal charges to deal with. I have my sentencing hearing on April 18th, for which I might serve some time in jail. And I just want to show you that this is what happens to people, and it doesn't matter about addiction. It does not know boundaries. It can totally, utterly destroy things for people. So the addiction plan, the action plan is an excellent start. I mean, it's just the beginning, but it's excellent to see the City of Toronto employees to come and sit down right at the table with me. My father was there and some other good people. My dad's here, he's my surety as well. And this is an excellent way. We need open communication like this. This is so serious, this problem, that, you know, we're not talking about the news anymore. This is about talking about with emotion like that young lady did. I'm all for that as well. And to say that we're all on the same side here, it needs to start somewhere. And the final thing I just want to say is my own mandate is to help improve education for people. I'm at your disposal in the future in any capacity possible, just to help educate, because I have a unique perspective of being an emergency physician and a recovering fentanyl addict. I'd also like to see better healthcare education for healthcare professionals, because of the double standard. A lot of healthcare professionals don't understand how to tackle self-identifying addicts. And so I'll just leave it at that, because I know we have an important vote to work on. So thank you so much for taking the time to look at me. Listen.
Thank you.
Any questions, I guess?
Any question? Listen, I'll just say thank you, and thank you for your piece in Toronto Life.